Uh, Good morning, brothers and sisters. I hope you done woke up this morning. You done prayed God and you thank God for protecting you last night. But again, my name is Clayton Erline, and I want to continue this part two. Is about why are the black women some of the most educated peoples in the United States, and I want to continue this, and I want you to follow along with me. And we just need to these things need to be recognized. And when I say to you is that black women are among the most educated in the United States. And again, this is a continuation series, but yet often earn less than the white women's and men with significant lower educational level. They have lower educational level, but they are making more money than the one that is educated. Now, if there is a disparity right there, if there is a word, is something to question as to why, but we're gonna dive in here because these are some of the deeper things that we need to, as far as job wedges and wedge disparity. But why nobody want to talk about this? I mean, when you talk about it, it's being recognized. But if you don't talk about it, it's not going to be recognized. But these are the things that I feel that should be brought to the forefront. Education versus earning. Okay, you want to talk about that or no? Well, whether you want to talk about it or not, I'm going to talk about it. I mean, it's a shock reality, and when you think about it, it's a dog world as to how the system of injustice is set up. And I want you to know something: injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere when it comes down to minorities. Black women with degrees versus white men without. You hear what I say? Black women with degrees versus white men without a degree. They haven't just finished high school, but they are making more money than the educated black women. That's not a call to put the boots on the ground. I think it should be recognized as a form of racism is a reality as far as black women's go. When we're talking about black women's with bachelor's degrees earn less than white men with no college degree, because the system is stacked against black women, black men. But we supposed to be dumb, ignorant. We don't supposed to be educated to understand how the systematic of injustice work in our modern time, even been working in the past. I mean, even with advanced degrees, even like doctor's degree, doctors and MSM degree, medical degree, and PhD degree, black women still face a persistent wage gap. Now, I want you to look at the wage gap between these, losing up to 2.4 millions over a lifetime compared to white males counterpart. Why are we not talking about that? But they want to keep this under the cover. They don't want this to be recognized when it's right there and blind open. What is wrong, America? I thought we supposed to be the greatest country in the world. And the only thing I'm saying, we are the worst country in this world. That's why a lot of people rather go live in other countries, because the system of injustice is stacked against black women and black men. I mean, when I say to you job segregation was pay disparity, black women are disproportionately concentrated in low paying industry like education, healthcare support, and administration role. Now, I just really did you hear what I just said? But I want to make sure that you listen to what I don't want you to hear it. I need listening mean that you are processing and understanding. Black women are disproportionately concentrated in lower paying industry like education, healthcare support. Why? Why is this? These are things that white women and men, especially those without degree, are most likely to be hired into a higher paying role due to the systematic bias and network advantage So you see how the system is designed for white peoples only. Is it not designed to protect black people? It is designed to keep black people under the control of white people. This is what the purpose of the reason why the system is designed the way it is. I mean, you want to talk about, let me give you some examples of when they talk about job disparity. I mean, do you know what that means? Education level, typical job for black women, typical job for white men with no degree. We talk about wage comparison. We talk about examples of how these disparities, how these white men with no degrees are making more than these black women with degrees. What is wrong? I thought the system of injustice is supposed to be fair, but racism at its all-time high. It's just been trying to cover up, but now it is exposed more and more evident before. We talk about bachelor's degree social workers, teachers, and HR, representative sales management, construction supervisor. Black women earn less master's degree nonprofit director. Schools administration, real estate brokers, operational management, black women earn less. Why is this? People, please, whether you white, green, or whatever, do you think it's fair? You don't went to college, you don't got a degree, and now you got this white boy just got out of high school, is going to make more money than you. Because the system is designed to make black people at the bottom of the white counterpart. I mean, you want to talk about real talk? Let's talk about degrees in nonprofit director, school administration, real estate brokers, operational manager. Black women earn less. I'm going to say that again. Why? It's the way the system is set up. The white is going to always get richer and the black going to always be poor. And most white people will sit up here and say, oh, that's not right. That's not fair. Oh, we are equal opportunity. When they put these signs up, they're saying equal opportunity. That is the way to cover their ass. Those signs don't mean nothing. If those signs are we don't discriminate against brother, race, religion, sex. This is a smokescreen that you need to be aware. That is a company policy, but they don't even follow their own policy. So you see how the system is stacked against the black women. And why are we denying it? Why? I mean, the doctor's degree professors, medical researchers and business owners, teachers, executives, they earn less than the white counter. They got doctor's degree. And you got these guys just got a associate degree. But because how the whites going to protect the whites when it comes down to job opportunity, black going to always be looked at being less. Let's deal with it. Your black people always complain. That's their mindset, that we are complaining and have no merit to complain on. But when you look at the way the system is designed, how it is affecting minority race, is because racism has been a deadly disease and is going to continue to happen to this world end. Look how many years racism is built on slavery. White men have gotten rich off the slaves, but they still treating us like slaves. When they got the money, now they have money and power, so we're going to treat y'all any way we want to. That's the mentality. This is how they condition to think about minority people. I mean, even when black women hold higher credential, even though they hold higher credential, they are often overlooked for leadership roles, unpaid, and under promotion. Now, we're going to talk about this, or we're going to just sit up here and deny it. I'm not going to deny it. And makes most people say, you know, why these things go down? why this happened? Well, all you got to do is look back in history and continue. Black peoples, we got to stand up and fight. We cannot afford to go back to a slave. Look what they're doing to the black women, the black men, the educated one. They demote them, put them under the authority of a white supremacist. And these are the people that think like Trump. This is about real talk, people. You know why this is happening? The structural racism in hiring, promotion, and pay, job segregation, and black women are steered into roles that are undervalued uneconomically. These are the jobs they putting on the black people. Understand their mentality, how they think about blacks is inhumane. You know, when I say the lack of access to network that drive higher paying opportunity, discrimination in salary is non-negotiable, and performance evaluation. This is how they use this curve for its pay. They have a matrix system. It only protects the white man, the white women. So I need you all to understand racism is a sickness until these people die. They cannot live. They cannot survive because that evil mind inside of them is controlling their life and well-being. And so, you know, let me tell you what the bottom line about this whole situation. You may not want to accept it or you can reject it, but confidentially, between me and you, whether you accept it or reject it, I really don't give a rat's ass, because the truth going to set me free. The lies going to send you straight to hell eventually. Why is the bottom line? What is the bottom line to this? Black women are making the same investment in education, and often more, but the return is blocked by the systematic barrier. Is not just unfair, it's economically devastating and social corrosive. You understand? Why? I must stand up for what I believe in. I must fight for the black minority. I must put the facts out there when the other side that's doing the damage is denying what everything I'm saying. It's the way the system is set up. It's the people's in position of authority. The red state is getting worse in their hiring practice because they want to keep that control. Even the police forces, everything that deal with economic is controlled by the white man, the dirty white men, thinking about themselves and themselves only. It's the how we can keep these black men, how we can keep these black women, how we can keep locking them up. How can we continue to inflict fear on them? This is the mindset. It's how they're trying to degrade and to demoralize your health and well-being. When we come to the table and accept each other as God's children, that is the only way the world is going to change. The white men's, the white women's are going to get richer off the black people. As long as we can do the job and they get paid, that's the main objective. You do all the hard work, and we're going to be a supervisor over you. And you're going to do what we say and not what we do. That is an authoritarian type of mindset. This is the way the world is running. This is how the range administration is trying to control the narrative. If I'm going to say this, I don't care if you can accept it or you can reject it. I'm going to say it again. I really don't care. This racist administration that we have that's running this country, a lot of people are going to die. A lot of people are going to get killed. A lot of people are going to suffer under the hands of this wannabe authoritarian type of president. He means nothing to the American. He causing more grave damage to the American. But yet these mega people are so afraid of him, they willing to die for this con artist. They only willing to listen to Fox News. They are willing to listen to the rumors and propaganda. But they can care less about the peoples in their state unless they are white. They can care less about black, Mexican, minority peoples in this country. This is about real talk, people. This is how the systematic of injustice is stacked against us. And for all you card players out there, let me help you to the game. A stacked deck of cards, that means you cannot win. We playing against a stacked deck of cards right now. And the reason why we can't win because the cards has already been marked. It makes it impossible for you to win in this card game when the card's already marked. When the Republicans and the maker is writing rules and executive order, that is to manipulate, that is to control the media and to understand that we are white power. Nobody can tell us what to do. Our president is a white supremacist. He have given us the authority to go out, police, kill, shoot as many black people as you want to. Get every Mexican, anything that look brown, lock them up. Take them to the detention center. You know, black people, you don't have to be doing it. White people, if you suspect them of committing a crime, lock them up. Take them wherever you want to. Beat them up because we are white superior. We control the world. We can do whatever we want to these minority people because we got the authority from our government. Our president is to destroy the black race. This is about real talk. Whether they want to accept it, we are dealing with a deranged administration. But I'm going to say this to every American out there. It's not only affecting black people's what this administration is doing, it is affecting your relatives, your children, and your generation to come. We are going to commit at an all-time death rate under the hands of this deranged president. People's admitted this man don't think, he don't follow orders, he works off his instinct. As the results of the way he thinks, people are dying by the thousand, especially minority people. He wants us to suffer. He wants us to feel like we are helpless. But if black America and white American, if we allow it to happen, it's going to happen. But when we stand up, what we believe in, and stop falling for this Roman propaganda that this con artist is selling the American people. Yes, I'm on my high horses right now, but since we are talking about this president, we need to make sure that we understand this is not trying to get you to vote for Democratic, Republican. The man is a pathologic liar. Can we admit that? He lies about everything. Can we admit that? He lied about the eggs and all these prices going to drop when he first get in. Everything has increased. People are losing money. They done lost their Social Security. They losing their food stamp. Why? Because you got what you wanted, Republican, but we are going to lose everything that we have under the authority of a mental ill president. Are we going to admit it? Are we going to sit back and turn our back against the American people for this one mental ill president that we have? And everybody, please understand this. Everybody works under his control. They're only going to do what he tells them to do. But he'll sit behind the scene and swear to God, I don't know nothing about what they, let them make decisions. But when he have made all the decisions, he have an authoritarian mindset. He is working with Russia You can say what you want to say. America, please open your eyes up. Look what we got running this country. He's going after everybody that them, even he's going after all the Republicans that them went against him. What are we going to do about this? Are we going to let him take control over the United States? He wants the world to know that I got countries bowing to me. I got people that are begging me to come into my state because these black crimes is at an all-time high when all the crimes is happening in the red state. But we rather go after the Democratic state, the Democratic government. Racism is at its all-time high. Black women, you're going to continue to be paid at a lower salary over your white counterpart because things was getting better and better. Now things are getting worse and worse under the hands of this new administration. You must understand, we must teach our children, black children, minority children, is to stand up for your freedom, get an education, understand and believe in God, that God up high, he looking low. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. All you got to do is to put your trust in God and God alone. Don't put your trust in President Trump and his administration because they are pathologic liars, cheaters, and stealers. They dressed up like sheep, but all of them is wolves, is ready to devour all the minority people. Be aware of these wolves, minority people. Don't fall for what you hear. I'm making America great again. So again, I'm asking y'all to follow me. Follow me. Believe in what I'm saying. I've done my research. People don't want to hear facts. They want to hear lies. If you have a reprobated mind and you uneducated, most of the time you're going to believe a con artist over reality. That's real talk. Black women, you continue to strive for excellence. Don't let no person tell you who you should be or who you ought to be. You know who you are. It's that those individuals trying to degrade you, they don't know who they are. These white supremacy, they think that they're the God of America. But we cannot allow them to make you feel less than a human being because God so loved the world. He gave his only begotten son, not for the white man, it's for all of his children. Until next time, follow me, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. It's about real talk. I always like to do this, like to close out for all the American people. May God bless you. May God keep you. May God protect you all through the days of your life. You must put your trust in God and God alone. Believe that God is up high. He's looking low. Believe that God is the one that provides you with food, water, clothing, and shelter. And at the end, believe that God is the only one going to save you and not these white supremacists. Don't allow white supremacy to inflict fear. The Bible says, you fear me, you're going to survive, not man. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure for me to present the importance of recognizing black women. Until next time, may God bless you and keep you. And black women, men, strive to be the best, not the less.